Hello and welcome to the energy of Libra. We're going to do a yoga class with a focus on Libra energy. Libra energy is associated with balance, with harmony, and it's associated with the adrenals, which are just above the kidneys here, and often carry something called fear, false expectations appearing real. Now, please like and subscribe to my channel so we can share the love and enjoy this class. You can do this as many times in Libra or any other sign as you like. So we're going to do some stretches and then we will do some breathing, some specific postures for the endocrine system, and we'll finish up with a relaxation. So let's begin. So breathing in and stretching up the arms, taking the legs as far apart as possible. Stretching, take the arms at shoulder height. Really feel the space between the shoulders. Hold that there for a moment. And then leaning forward, coming into tabletop so that your spine is parallel with the ground. Keeping those arms nice and dynamic. Feeling space between the shoulder blades, and then just allow it to drop to the floor. Allow gravity to take the head and the shoulders towards the floor, and with every outward breath just allow your body to sink a little further towards the ground and give in, stretching, extending, relaxing. Clasp the elbows with the hands and gently rock backwards and forwards. Backwards and forwards. And then take it to the right side, rocking backwards and forwards. And back to center. And over to the left side, rocking backwards and forwards. And back to center. Drop your arms to the floor again. And gradually unroll the body, unwind the body to standing. Raise your shoulders up and back and down and forward and up, back and down and forward and up and back and down. And then the other way, up and forward and down and back and up, forward and down and back. Bring the feet in together and give it all a shake. Okay, now we're going to do some sideways stretches. So once more, taking the feet as wide apart as possible. Breathing in, raising up the arms to shoulder height. Breathing out, take the right arm down to the right leg and look up at the left arm at the sky. Keep that body in a flat plane, a bit like a piece of toast. Breathing in and breathing out, go over to the other side, stretching up that right hand, looking it up, really stretching. Breathing in, bring the arms back to shoulder height. We're going to do this 2 more times to each side. Breathing in and breathing out to the right side. Take the arm over a bit further towards the right. Breathing in and breathing out. Take that arm a bit further towards the left. See if you can feel the stretch in the ribs on the left. The right, ribs on the right. Breathing in. And once more to each side, stretching tall and taking that left arm over, tucking your ear into your elbow, looking at that hand. Really feeling the stretch in the ribs, keeping the body in a straight plane. Breathing in. And now over to the left side, stretching up that right arm. And tucking the ear into the elbow again. Breathing in releasing. Bring the feet in together. And now let's work with some balances. Remember, you can do lots of different variations of this, but we're talking about Libra. We're being in balance and harmony. So decide which foot you're going to start with. We'll do balance on one foot and then the other. So let's start with the right foot. Really ground your right foot and just lift your left one. Just lift it off the ground. If you can't balance, just rest it. Lift it off the ground, or you might hold it up here or up here. So we're just going to keep it simple. We're just going to lift it and raise your arms up just to maintain your balance for a few breaths. And then release and pedal your feet. And now we're going to work balancing on the left foot, ground your left foot, raise the right foot up and raise your arms in balance. Remember to practice balancing right throughout Libra. Balance is really good for the brain, it's good for the body, and it's particularly good for the hearing. So maintain your balance. And release. All right, now assuming a nice comfortable sitting posture, ideally with your legs crossed, but if that doesn't work for you, keep your legs straight out in front. It's just important to be balanced. We are in the energy of Libra. So we're going to work with alternative nostril breathing. Some of you may have done this before. Take the forefinger and second finger and just gently rest it on the bridge of your nose. Block your nostril, your right nostril with your thumb. And when you block your left nostril, block it with your ring finger or again with your thumb. Just don't squish your nostril because it'll squish the little hairs in your nostrils. So alternative nostril breathing, I'll talk you through 3 rounds. Forefinger and big finger on the bridge of the nose, block the right nostril, breathing in through the left. Block the left, breathe out through the right. In through the right. Block right, out through the left. In through the left. Block left, out right. In right. Out left. In left. Out right. In right. Out left. Release your hand and breathe in 3 full yoga breaths through both nostrils. You can practice that alternative nostril breathing anytime you like. Let's release the legs. Just give them a bit of a stretch. Point back. You may not be able to see my feet, but point your feet, bring them back. Point your feet, bring them back. Rotate your feet around a bit. Wiggle your legs. And let's now work with the mudra. Again, a balanced sitting position, preferably cross-legged. If your body lends itself to lotus, this is the time to do it. Let's work with the mudra to balance the brain and the lungs. There's more information about the mudra on my YouTube channel, so please check that out. Forefinger and thumbs together, straight fingers, sitting nice and straight. Take your awareness to that space inside of you. That is who you really are. And let's begin. Breathing in, triangle with your arms up to shoulder height. Gently bend the elbows and the wrist palms facing out as you breathe in. Hold the breath for a moment. Breathing out, leaning forward. Crossing the wrists behind the lower back. And bowing this first time, respecting yourself. Respecting yourself and your journey in this lifetime. And breathing in, raise the head up, arms up to shoulder height. Gently bend the elbows and the wrists, palms facing out. And release the breath. Once more, breathing in, triangle, arms up to shoulder height. Breathing out, leaning forward, crossing the wrists behind the lower back. Bow and respect for others. If you have a partner, respecting your partner. Respect the others in your life who support you on your journey. Breathing in, head up, arms up to shoulder height. And release. And one final time. Breathing in, triangle, arms up to shoulder height. Leaning forward, breathing out. Bowing this final time, respecting the place on this earth that you occupy. Bow and respect for Mother Earth. Breathing in, head up, arms up to shoulder height. And breathing out. Release your hands, allow your elbows to come into your hips and sit quietly with your eyes closed for a few moments and enjoy the space and the balance and the peace in your body. Blink, blink, blink the eyes open. Release your legs and once more point and back and point and back, point and back. Rotate the feet one way and then the other. Wiggle the legs and then let's lie down and work with managing your fear through your solar plexus. Often that's where you feel tightness if you're frightened, or butterflies in your tummy if you're a bit anxious about something. So let's balance the energy here in the solar plexus, and we're going to work with the wedge. So taking your mental focus here to your belly button, raise your legs up to your chest, hug your knees to your chest, hands on your knees, fingers facing in. Run your hands down your legs to your ankles, place your feet on the ground next to your buttocks. Release your hands. Raise your abdomen up towards the ceiling. Clasp your hands together underneath your body. Bring your elbows and your shoulder blades as close together as possible. Come up on your toes. Support your back with your hands and breathe fully into that abdominal space. Gently release your feet, your hands, unwind your spine and hug your knees to your chest and round, ease and soften that spine from that quite strong back bend. Release the legs and rest for just a moment. It's important to rest between the postures. It allows the body to adjust to the energies that you're working with. Now stretching the right arm up and pushing on the left, come over onto your tummy and then onto your hands and knees. Make sure that your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips, And we're going to work with the adrenals. Now the adrenals are in the middle of the back here, just above the kidneys. And these are the glands we want to work with when we are balancing our energies, particularly in Libra. This is about false expectations appearing real. You know that fear? So let's give our adrenals a balance. So now taking the right leg out, breathing in, and the left arm breathing in, taking that out in front as well. If you feel like being challenged, take the two together. Stretch that right foot up towards the ceiling, look up. Focus on the adrenals in the middle of the back. Be determined going forward with your new vision for the future. And release. Chest down, head up, breathing in. Hunch, breathing out. Flat back. And let's balance it. So left leg out, breathing in. Right arm out, breathing out. Keep them like that if that's what your body can do. If you wish to be challenged and take them together, do that. Push that left leg up. Breathing. Again, focus on your truth. Focus on what's right for you. And gently release. Widen your knees slightly and sit back towards your heels, leaving your hands out in front to stretch the lower back in the pose of the child. And when you're ready, coming up and turning over onto your back, onto your sitting up. We're going to work with Matsya-san, the fish, to balance the hormones. So sitting on your hands, taking your focus to your pineal gland, your pituitary gland in the head. Sitting on your hands, leaning back towards your elbows. Drop your head back. It won't fall off. Just let it hang back. Push your chest up towards the ceiling. And breathe. Taking your mental focus to your pituitary gland in the middle of your head. The pituitary gland being the one that manages the whole of the endocrine system in the body. And gently drape your head back to the ground. Release your hands. Swallow to release your throat. Gently take your head over to the left side so that your left ear touches the ground. And then over to the right side so that your right ear touches the ground. And back to center. Stretching your right arm up and pushing on your left, coming on over onto your hands and knees once more to finish up with Nagasan, the elephant. To really work on those controlling endocrine glands, the pineal gland in particular. So once more, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Tuck your toes under. Raise your buttocks to the ceiling. Take your feet out a little bit. And pushing on your hands, allow your head to drape very loosely between your shoulders, just like the trunk of an elephant. Remembering to breathe.
knowing you're also working on the organs of the head when you have this inverted posture. But see your future path ahead of you being lit up by the energy of your pineal gland and your pituitary gland. The future that you're creating for you. And now raise your head a little bit look towards your hands. Bring your feet slightly closer together. Drop your knees back to the ground. Untuck your toes. Sit back towards your heels. Make fists with your hands. And rest your forehead on your fists, allowing the blood supply between your head and your heart to come together. And when you're ready, sit yourselves up in whatever posture is comfortable for you. Stretch your head up, drop it back, and bring it forward so your chin is on your chest. Take your chin from side to side across your chest, all the way to each side a couple of times. And then back to center. Raise your head up once more, drop it back, and windscreen wipe the back of your neck in the same way. And back to center. Shrug your shoulders and lie yourselves down in preparation for some relaxation to allow the energies you've been working with to balance in your body. So for the relaxation, let's lie yourselves down on your backs. Allow your legs to be nice and easy, your feet flop comfortably apart. Shrug your shoulders and allow them to be comfortable on the floor. Arms lying by your side, palms facing up, fingers lightly curled. Lick your lips and allow your tongue to settle behind your teeth, leaving them slightly apart. Close your eyes gently and just allow your body to be in the rhythm of your breath. As you're breathing gently, breathing in strength and determination. As you breathe out, let go of any anxieties. Breathing in strength and determination. Breathing out any anxieties. Just be relaxed for a moment. Very gently, ever so gently, bring your mind back to the present. Breathe in a full yoga breath and sigh it out. With your next inward breath, raise your arms above your head and give your body a beautiful stretch. And give in. Roll over onto the left side and stretch and arch the body to the left. Back to center. Roll over onto the right side and stretch and arch the body to the right. Bring your knees up to your chest in the fetal position and be there until you're ready to come up. On your knees. And thank you for joining me in this class. If you like, please subscribe, and please like, please feedback. Enjoy the energy of Libra.